G'day viewers, the end of another working week means it's time once more for Totally Fucked Up Friday, where I bring you evidence that the world really is totally fucked up. And you know, there's been some fucked up, depressing shit all week. Who needs it, right? I do the heavy stuff a lot, and it's like the end of a work week, and I've had after work drinks. Who wants to do heavy shit? Not me. So I'm just going to make fun of stupid people today. How do I measure stupid? Well, stupider than me. And you think, is that hard? Is that hard? Well, true. I have been drinking Bacardi Breezes all afternoon. So yeah, truth out, I'm in reality a teenage bogan girl. But even with that, I mean, I could throw a rock and hit a stupider person.
Ow! Ow!
Illustrating a point.
Why did you chuck a rock at me?
The people like to just know that I'm telling the truth.
I'm on a thing.
And we're here.
It's a
yes.
little me. Hello.
But let's start. Now, I'm not going to say all drug addicts are stupid, but just hypothetically, if you were importing a large amount of drugs into the US in your single-engine Cessna, when would be the worst possible time to fly your plane into the US?
If you ran out of petrol.
No, actually, worse. Well, that would be bad. But an actual real case, someone trying to smuggle drugs in to the airspace that the US President's plane, Air Force One, was coming into. So all air traffic was shut down, so they were the only plane in the sky.
No, it's okay, because what you could do is you could puff out your cheeks and go, I'm Air Force One, I'm really a jumbo.
Yeah, sadly, the fighter jets that forced them down didn't fall for that. And so they had some rather pointed questions to ask, to answer once they got onto the ground.
Get out of the plane, I'm gonna shoot you.
Dave's not here, man. Now, another group that's sometimes referred to as stupid, Pommy backpackers. Now, to be fair, it's only the entire population of Australia who thinks they're stupid.
Not very big, yeah.
But, case in point, recently some Pommy backpackers in rural Tasmania, one of them decides in the middle of the night to wander out into the bush to take a leak. Now, in the Australian outback, what's the worst thing that could happen if you go wandering in the dark with your tackle out? Quite bad, as it turns out. In fact, this guy's bitten on the balls by a tiger snake, which, yes, is a deadly venomous snake.
Ow.
So, his first impulse is to go to his mate, suck the poison out of my balls. Two problems with that. One, the whole suck poison out, it's a fallacy. Poison doesn't travel through your bloodstream. It goes through your lymphatic glands.
I'd do it for you.
Yeah, no. Not even like when I deliberately throw you in the snake pit for punishment, okay? Not happening, okay? Second, when someone does get bitten by a spider or a snake, you don't cut it, suck out the poison. You don't do a tourniquet. You do a pressure bandage. You restrict the flow. So, what he should have done was not get his mate to suck his balls. He should have got his mate to squeeze his balls as hard as he could. But no, he couldn't man up and ask for that, could he?
What if you did both?
What?
What if you did both? What if you squeezed and sucked at the same time?
Moving on. Now, for this last story, the wording is so important, I'm going to read it off the screen. Because this is some serious shit, right? Okay, now, I've gone on the record as criticising conspiracy theorists before, you know, and that's just because I'm one of the sheeple, right? And I've even been on the wrong track. I thought their biggest concern was, chemtrails. No.
Lizard people.
No, not vaccinations being secret government mind control, not even fluoride in the water being secret government mind control. That's not where it's at. If we didn't have sovereign citizens to warn us, we would not know that the government is conspiring against us using poor grammar.
Yeah.
You see? You didn't know.
I wasn't ready for that.
Or, as our sovereign citizen of Washington, who was recently sentenced to 3 years in jail for threatening to arrest the mayor and sending threatening letters to other civic officials.
Communists! communists!
What he pointed out is this is all just backwards correct syntaxing modification fraud.
Show them!
So he's filed suit against federal prosecutors and the Department of Homeland Security for violating his civil rights through, quote, babbling collusion threats, unquote, and grammar second grade writing level fraud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and if you want to know how serious this guy is, right, from his filing, he says, for this federal judge, David Wynne, Miller's correction of the Vasily's fiction syntax grammar pleadings is with the correction participation claim of this babble indictment evidence and bad probation syntax grammar evidence. Why did the Vasilys do this case with a void communications? For the void drogue law, void oath of an office, void judge's oath, void docking courthouse vessel in the Washington State dry dock, and void original Lloydal land title. Ha 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 ha! You thought you had him! Evil, big brother. Now, Azy, I've now got to put it to you.
Yeah.
What is the best way to assert your your rights as a sovereign citizen in these cases? See, I'm working with him by not making sense now.
Fair call.
Okay, see, some people might say, oh, I should publicise it. I should get a grassroots lobby group together. I should file a coherent filing in a court to establish the wrongness of this.
Or necessarily, what you could basically do is get a referendum of a petition of people in your local area to get an elected kind of representation to go forward with a groundswell of opinion, and then carry on lobbying until you got a federal state coalition of the like-minded and the willing to essentially put pressure on economy, politics and social well-being to make a win-win scenario with everyone so that you could round table a discussion for resolution.
That is so typical of the sheeple thinking like that. The real answer, when the government is getting you with bad grammar, your only answer is to be unintelligible to the point of appearing completely fucking insane.
I've got it! So I double rainbow the bum fun. I sprinkle the gooba with my jabberwock of love, linen pant, spooge.
See, now you have the making of a sovereign citizen.
Do you see the fnods? Do you see the fnods?
And so what happened? Did the courts capitulate to his obvious rightness?
Yeah.
No. They actually said his case was frivolous and without merit. In the face of his undeniable logic of the complete abandonment of grammar, he's been crushed under the heel of Big Brother.